Welcome to the show, Bass and Bonsai. We're in the house. We got some of our swim baits there. We've got some here. There are all the MegaBass knockoffs, different colors. One thing I did not think about though, we're gonna need a bigger tackle box. All the bigger baits, I have nowhere to put them. So I wanted to show you what we've already got in case you guys missed those videos. So far the best deal price wise would probably be these. I got both these for 23 bucks, like in a package deal. They're kind of like the Clash 9. They may not be quite as big as the Clash 9, I'm not sure. But got two of those already. They come with a spare, each a spare lip and just one tail. And then we've got these two that have made it in, along with the ones you just saw. So we've still got all this other, I think, is that it? Yeah, that's it. So we've got all the other baits that I ordered made it in today. So we've got two huge packages, and then this one is the mother load. Like $175 came from one of them, one store, and that's the big one. So we're going to save it for last, set it there. We'll get to this one in a minute. So yeah, them bigger baits I just showed you, they don't fit in any of my tackle boxes. I got to figure out a way to get them, use them, and all that. But before we do, I want to talk about the video that dropped today, and then what to be looking forward for the weekend. Because I'll probably be showing, you know how I do. I usually end up putting a video or two together before the actual full length video. Makes it weeks down the line because I'm kind of backed up on the footage. So these baits will be getting used tomorrow. Some of them that we're going to unbox. So a couple of these different ones. What I'll probably do is we'll be able to get out now and you'll be able to see the one not modified to the ones modified, because I'll have the same color, maybe to do a little comparison. If I get on any kind of, if one even gets hit, we'll be able to watch how they swim or something. I'm going to try to put a video together on that, because I've got, I basically have three. I don't know where the other one, I think they're, oh, I haven't, there's a whole other box of some of these and some soft baits that I didn't get out. But anyway, got two or three different colors that are cut, not cut kind of thing. Yeah, this color, this color, and then one other color I think in the other box, but that color kind of sucks. So those colors, out of those, we should be able to tell, like, does that extra, you know, being able to chop it make a difference or not if I get any kind of bite with the smaller baits. And we got, I think there's another wake bait or two in this unboxing. I'm anxious to try this guy out. And then of course our like Clash 9 and TK Tiny Clash, and try the different things like Brew Tank was talking about. We'll see what it swims like. I'll just be testing these in a video. Be looking forward to that. There's a smaller version. They're basically the same, just in different sizes. So they're going to swim roughly the same like this. Switch tails, take the bill off, with it on. It's kind of like just below surface. Possibly, who knows how these are designed. They could end up being like a wake bait with the bill on if you roll them slow enough. So anyway, we're going to get out, do all the testing on that kind of stuff, and we're just going to do some normal fishing also. But the video that just dropped I want to talk about real quick, because, and I don't even have any more. If you watched in the video, the last sleeper craw I had, I just tossed it in the water. I was so fed up. I had to, the reason that video ended like it did, there was so much basically cursing by me going on, but messing with those sleeper craws, trying to get them to work. And the gist of it was, if you could run your finger across and feel the hook at all, you had excellent hookup ratios. Like, I didn't miss any fish. If the hook, I had, at the one, the hook, you couldn't feel, like you ran your finger across and you couldn't feel the hook. It wasn't as prone to get hung up in the wood, but like I couldn't keep a fish on that bait. And it was like every time the Elastec type plastic would cover the hook and I just couldn't hook the fish on that one. The other one could not get in around any wood without getting hung up. I ended up losing it, and that was my best color. And so I got so frustrated with the $10 bait that should, technically in my opinion anyway, I shouldn't have that issue. either issue. I shouldn't feel like I'm losing fish on the hookup ratio or that the thing is getting hung up. So when it comes to the MegaBass sleeper craws, I can tell you that if you run them around any kind of wood, I would figure out a different jig, some other type of whatever. I would not run the sleeper craw. And more open, around rocky stuff, around grass and stuff, you maybe could use them. Will I buy any more? I have no clue. At this moment, no, I will not be buying any more. Possibility I could buy one of that one color at some point later on down the line, but I could care less to ever own another one. So I wanted to show you a couple different configurations. I switched up to be looking for on the videos coming up. One of my biggest videos here lately, within like the first few weeks, a lot of people are still interested in the Habo Rise Elite. So same handle, I've switched out the knobs and they will fit. So if you want to switch out knobs on that, you can. So be looking forward to more input. So far, no issues. Like I said in the last video, if you watched it, it's just hard to justify $169 for this reel over like the Dark Wolf Ultra NEM. But if you want a reel that I guess is comparable as far as longevity, how long it should last, and refinement feel to like what the Daiwa and even Shimano for that matter, maybe not true performance of the newest Aldebaran and Conquest out, but that's hard to beat that reel. That is a very good reel. Then, on the whole other end of the spectrum, we are trying to, I kind of reconfigured the HLC, that's a STEEZ. Now this is still 20-pound test, so you probably won't see any the bigger swim baits I showed you until my 40-pound braid with the 30-pound leader comes in, because I don't really want to throw any of those baits off. And something just tells me 20-pound braid to leader and me still kind of configuring throwing, you know, stuff 2 ounces and bigger may not make a good combination. I know I should be able to do it, but yeah. So everything else is the same other than I did our new rod. I was going to take the STEEZ off of the Expride, but I went ahead and matched up our Zillion to the blade. So I took the Zillion, I had it on the Tequila back rack, switched handles around, put it, and drag stars. Kind of took away some of that gold. I put the drag star on the STEEZ HLC for now. But we're going to see what the blade in this thing, it feels like. It balances out. It took same kind of thing that's been on most of these. I added about an ounce on the back, and it's like a perfectly balanced combo. I think it's the lightest combo I have going right now that's regular, you know, not BFS. Even with the Zillion on it, which weighs more than the STEEZ Limited. But the Zillion's perfectly capable. The only reel that I have now that I still have just got, I just haven't put it on a rod yet, is this Arise. And I'm still kind of working on drag stars, handle, and knobs that I like with that reel. I think the reel looks good, but I haven't got the right config. I actually like the lose handle assembly on it, but I like it better on the STEEZ Limited on the Super Destroyer. So if you guys remember right, and then we're going to get to the unboxing, the 2 reels I still basically have for sale that are for sale are the 2017 Conquest BFS HG, and then this dude I put more or less back to stock if anybody's interested in it. The Zillion 10 does have a clicker added. But other than that, all stock, still looks like new. I glanced at it, I don't see any scratches or anything. It's still in very nice shape. So if you're interested in that, or the Conquest BFS HG, Alright, on to the unboxings. I'm going to hurry up and get these unpackaged, and then I got to pack up because I'm loading up, getting everything ready to go fishing first thing in the morning. It gets daylight around here right around 5:30ish, so probably have to get up about 4 to get to be on the water about daylight is the plan. If it'll work, I don't know. Alright, here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for, finally. Oh no, these are all individual. They bundled her up on me. So let's see, we got one there. One there. What is that? That isn't Swimbait. That's in the Swimbait. What in the heck did I order? Those are little bitty packages. Just the right. Did they ship it to the right Charlie? Alright, well, let's just start with the littlest stuff first. Let me get my scissors or knife or whatever. What did they send me? What in the world? What did I order? It's actually stuff is getting. Oh, that is nothing. This has nothing to do with fishing. This is more to do with the luck thing. Just because they had it on AliExpress, I was like, oh, can't hurt, right? Say a little prayer here and there. I don't know what this is either. Hang on, I'm telling you guys, there's swim baits in here. Hang on. This may be, I have no clue what this is. We won't know until we open it though. What is it? What? No, hang on. Oh. This is a swim bait. This thing is way smaller than I pictured it would be. That's a little bitty dude. I thought it was going to be bigger. I think that was the biggest of the two. Looks like a little Valentine's Day. It looks like a little heart inside there. Let's just open it up. I'll definitely be able to throw it. I think this one I could throw on any of my regular combos. So hopefully the smallest one I ordered. It's actually a pretty decent looking packaging. Better than that other, just plain white. Mullen Fishing. Very little bitty bait. That little dude though could be some magic in it. Got the little red. I like that color too. Look at that color. That color actually with like little specks would be killer crappie imitation. I should actually try. I could try it out on the water. I could just put some Sharpie. They'll fade off, but I could add some speckles to it just to make it look more like a crappie. That thing may actually, if it swims anywhere, it may need balance and all that. I won't have time to mess with any tonight. I'm just going to get everything loaded, and a lot of this will be just testing it right directly on the water. It definitely has a hookup, it looks like here, where you could add a little weight if it needs it. So that's just one. There's one. I don't think they'll all fit in the viewing range. Let's go with this one. Number technically 3, but 2. Come on. Definitely another cheap swim bait. No free gifts. Which one is this? Oh, uh-oh. Wow, that's fancy. That is almost the same, probably the same company makes that big carp looking one we've already got in a glide style. Now a lot of these, if I would have bought a bunch, like the shipping, they end up being $7.50, $8.50 or something. But if you were to buy like 5 or 10 at a time, I think you can get them for as cheap as about $5 a piece. It's got that crazy fin up there. I don't know. We'll try it. keep going. Like I said, this is just the first of the big lot is coming up. This should be one of the DRT style. Uh-oh, did they? Oh no, this isn't a freebie. I ordered 2 different things from the same place. So yeah, that's kind of the Jackal knockoff topwater bait. We'll get him out and into the mix. Instructions and then warning. I forget what they call that Jackal topwater bait, but it's just a popper that also has a little flash there and a prop, a little rattle in it. I like that color actually. Definitely cheap hooks. Oh, they're sharp, but cheap for sure. You can tell by looking at them. I have no clue. This little popper. It's hard to get a popper that won't actually catch a fish. Like almost all poppers will catch a fish. And then this dude. Oh, that's our. That's not the DRT. That's the Shimano knockoff. This is the Crazy Flash Boost, whatever they call that one. That's the Shimano one. Let's open it up. So this is the one that is supposed to be able to cast real far, and it's got the flash boost. So if this one works, I mean, I may get, that's definitely the size, like, it should get hit around here. Their flash boost is a little different than what the Shimanos are, I think, if you guys remember right in the World Minnows we've had. Supposedly when you cast that baby, it'll zing out like that, so it doesn't give you that wobbling around like these jointed baits typically can and will do. I just hope the hooks, I see where, you see that, like where the hooks, you could end up casting it out, it hits the water, and then you're stuck with, you know, this coming back kind of deal. Is the only downside I see to this thing. Now it looks like, what is that? What am I looking at there? I'm not sure what those are for. Not sure what that's for either. Pin the tail in, I guess, so you can pull that out. Holds the tail in. But that definitely looks like better made. Oh, I see. So that clicks in. So then lets it do that. There's like a, I don't know if that's a magnet or what I'm hearing, but it clicks in. Got a little rattle to it. That color should be okay, I guess, in clear water. I don't know. Alright, now for the big boy. Now all these came from the same place. They should be individually wrapped. This was like, I think I said, I think it was $175 worth of stuff all came from one place. So the over basically close to half of what we ordered all came from one shop. When I say we, I mean all of us. I ordered it, but you guys talked me into it. Let's see what's first. I'm just going to pull it out in no particular order. That is a, I think this is a knockoff of the Joker, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, these are like minty fresh. So we've got tails and lips in a separate bag. I'm not going to maybe pull all these because I think I've got 2 of these. Got a bunch of these. So yeah, that's the, I guess we might as well just open it up. This one anyway. If I pull the other one out, we'll just set it off to the side. We'll check the color. That's a good looking color. It's definitely almost a bone color with that. I don't know if you guys can make out the purple. It's definitely a good color. I like that color. Let's see. Got 2 lips. I think they're the exact same thing. Just a spare. The other ones were anyway. Now these have the same tail, just different color options. Put the pink one if you want it to be, you know, brighter, or that one. Or like me, I'm thinking I'll try it first off with just to keep it all kind of clear. Let's try the bill. I think it's snapping in. Can't go this way, can it? No, it's got to go the other way, I would think. That way that back part's like a support. Well, ow. Maybe it don't snap. Let's try the other one. May have this flashing, needs to be cut off. I don't know. I can't get it to snap in to where it feels like it looks like it's all the way in. But it slides right out. I don't know. We'll check the other one. That's the first one that I've like, I don't know if that's working right or not. The other ones I unboxed before seemed like they were working. Let's pull, here should be identical to the one we've already unboxed in a different color. Because they didn't have that other color option. This one. So we've already seen, I believe that's the same as that other one. The bass colored one I just showed you guys earlier. One of the bigger baits. So these bigger ones, this one doesn't really, man, it looks big, but it's really not that heavy. Pretty hollow. There's not a lot of balls in there either. It looks huge and heavy, but it's really, I don't think it's as heavy as what it looks. This one's heavier. More solid. That looks like a good color too to me. Alright, let's keep going. We got to get this done sometime tonight. Let's keep trucking right along. Okay, so here's another one of those. And you've already seen these. They're just a smaller version. That color looks good. Kind of a darker gold. So I'm not opening all of those. You guys have already seen. They're basically, what you will be seeing are some of those. So that one there is just like the bigger one right here in a different color, and then the smaller ones in there, all basically the same, just different colors of those. And here, oh boy, not sure what this is. I think this is a couple. So yeah, there's the same thing in a brighter color. I'm hoping these, I like these because I did order several of those. There's That makes 3 now in that size, but they were pretty cheap as far as swim baits go. There's the other Joker one right here. So I got kind of that white, almost bony color one, and then this color looks like a good color. To me, anyway, it did. Get out of there. Get out of that package. I didn't notice on that. Yeah, that one's got a little knocker. Like they got little, see that little. I do want to try this guy and see if his, one of these click in. I'll try this one and then try one that came with him. I keep feeling like it should pop. Okay, well there it went. That one it goes in. So yeah, I can feel it locked in on this one. So I just need to double check. There could be something inside flashing or something. So that is in there. Let's check his. I don't know. I should just rush through this, but I can't help myself. It's like Christmas. I'm like this kid with new toys. I gotta get them out. We gotta play with them. G.I. Joes. You guys ever get G.I. Joes when you were a kid? Star Wars action figures. We got action figures, all right. This one looks like he needs a black tail. Right? If there's any, I'm sure there's no women watching this, but it's kind of like when you played with Barbies and you got to dress them up. Right? How many of you guys played with your sister's Barbies? That looks like it might catch a fish. Probably need to take that off. So that one clicked in. Let me see, I should be able to, uh-oh. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, it took a little force to get it out, but it clicks in and stays in. Let me try. Hang on. I think it just needed pushed harder. I think it's in. I think it's just a tighter click. So it goes in. It's kind of hard to get out, but it's definitely not that clicking like that other one's making. I can kind of tell when it gets all the way in. I think this one still might need a little work. Alright, let's keep going. We got all kinds of tails, and those two you can interchange. You could switch whatever out. Same bait, different color. And I'm sure there's probably some of these, the tails will interchange with other size baits. I haven't tried none of that yet. We've still got a lot more to go. So here is another one of those in a blue. I'm hoping that size works for me because I have, that's a small one. Now there's another big one. Is that the same? I think I got the same identical bait. Did I do that? Hang on one second. We still got more to go. Don't go anywhere. There's still, I don't know, more in there. But let me grab this. So, yeah, I might as well just blend them all in together. So if you guys look, the one we had from the other day, that's the same as this one. So we've got a couple options and colors on that. You know, kind of like I did with this. I kind of got the white and then like a, you know, good scale coloring, but I think I kind of messed up. I think I ordered it. I think I got the exact same bait. Hopefully that's a good color. There's the exact same one. Charles, that's a good one for Charles to buy. So I'm not even going to unpackage it. There's what it looks like. Set it over there. set that one down. Let's keep going. Moving along. And that one was more expensive when you buy it or this one was cheaper when I bought it with the bundle. That one was more expensive. I must have, I don't know how I accidentally ordered that many. What is this? Bluegill. Bluegill baits. I don't remember ordering 2 bluegill baits. I guess I did. No wonder it was $350 some dollars. Of $10 baits, 15. Some of these were 17, close to 20. And then bigger ones. That one was 19. You better do good. I think these were $7.50, $8. Yeah, so that crazy colored, comical looking dude feels solid though. Screwed in, I guess his tail's screwed in, so it shouldn't come out. That definitely has a green sunfish, red ear sunfish look to it. Kind of looks comical, but once you get it in the water working it, who knows? I mean, a little murkier water, that definitely should. We'll just have to see how all these swim. This one definitely looks like a bluegill. So, way too much orange on the bottom. Like, I don't know why those people do that. Now, this is one that's got the thing. Now, I did my little deal before I ever even spotted this one on AliExpress. But I like what they're thinking. But, dude, you got to check these. Some of these have horrible, supposed to be ball bearing swivel. It is not. They're like bound up. I don't think that one's that great. But just something back there, a little flash. Sometimes that little weight ballast you can add, or you could take that off or do whatever. So we got a little tail that's pinned in. Looks like just probably a toothpick kind of thing. Rubber tail. Hook placement. Yeah, that definitely hurt. Sharp hook, as you guys can tell. All these eyes, if they have eyes, if you really want to keep the eyes, you're probably better off to pop them out now. Like take your X-Acto or something and go under and pop them out and re-super glue them, because they're probably just stuck on with the sticky stuff and they will fall out. Almost 100% guarantee. Eyes will start falling out of most any bait. Alright, I've got a few more to go. I'm going to pull them all out of the package. We still got 1, 2, 3. 3 more to go. Oh boy, here's more of the same. So here, oh no wait, this one's different. That's on the smaller level, so I think I got almost the same color. I want a big one and a little one. So yeah, that bright color in a smaller version. We'll be able to tell, like, you know, it's one for my waters. What's the better size? This size, or will the big one even get hit? I'm gonna save this one. You guys caught a glimpse of. I'm saving him for last. Dude, how did I end up? I think I got 2 of the same bait again. We'll save those 2 for last. I think I double ordered. Oh, here's my little deals. We'll save them too. So here's another one in that kind of carpish color, just a little bit brighter to try. So I need to figure these baits out, how they work, how they work. I might like the bigger ones with the bill or without, or vice versa. You know, the little ones more like a cranking it, and then the other one's more like a oh shoot, more like a glide style. Now here's the ones I think are basically knockoffs of the Strike King thing, but they may be a little smaller than the Strike King one. I cannot remember now. It's been so long ago since I had that one. I had one in a baby bass color. It definitely caught fish. I like that little bait. It caught fish. I don't know whatever happened to it, if I lost it or what happened, but they don't make them anymore, Strike King. That is way too bright. But if Matt's bobber lure gets out there, and I mean, I've watched him and Matty both catch crazy fish on the Bomber A. I call it the bobber. That is close to that color. These were pretty cheap too. That color should possibly work. That joint feels very rickety. I don't know about this bait, but we'll try it. Alright, now for these two, I think they're the same bait. Somehow I think I doubled up. So Charles, feel free. Why did they put this tail in here? There's just a tail stuck in there. It must go with these, but why it's separate, I don't know. So here we have this bait. And for some reason, I have two of them. I don't remember buying two. Of this one for sure. The other one, I guess I could have made a mistake, but I don't remember buying two of this one. Let's pull one out of the package. This should be close to the thing Charles has. I thought that's about the size his looks like. So there's same exact bait, CF lure, whatever that means. Kind of a bass pattern. This one comes with the probably this tail. Glide, and I'm sure some of you guys probably know better of what they imitate more so than I do. That one tells you on it, 220 millimeters, 105 grams. I know this is the exact same bait. I'm gonna leave that package too. Charles, you may want to buy this one. I'll try the other one. If it works real good, I may keep it. If it works, but not that great, who knows? So we had ended up with two of that identical baits. We have two of this bait and two of that bait. So I'm going to leave those brand new in the package, just set them to the side. No need to even break them out until at whatever time. So we ended up with a bunch of swim baits. Now the biggest ones, like I said, I don't have the right, I feel anyway, safe enough line. I may take this dude out. I just feel I can throw that thing. I have a feeling, actually I have a feeling that tomorrow morning I could catch a fish on this dude right here. Try to make sure I got the, there it went. Okay, so. Man, where I think I'm gonna go in the morning, I've tore up all kinds of fish, but caught some big bass on a little, the white python Pop X. Now, I know this is a lot bigger than a Pop X, but I think if I just swam this thing just like it is right there with this lip and just slow swam that around right as the sun's coming up, oh my gosh, maybe, because I think it'll throw no problem. It does not feel that heavy. I actually have, let me see if I can weigh that. I know I could probably look it up, but it must have been a lot lighter than some of these other baits. Hang on. Let me see if it'll fit on the scale. Because that's exactly how you would throw it, roughly. Let's see if I can get it. Oh yeah, 86 grams. So it's heavy, but it's not that heavy. So yeah, I could fling that thing, no problemo. Some of these others are a lot heavier. So we got 86 grams. That one you saw, what did it say? 105 grams. So, I mean, it's not a ton heavier, but it's heavier. The heaviest of these feels like maybe this dude and that big carp up there. This little dude we'll be able to take out, throw him. So I'll probably be throwing the Joker knockoffs, these smaller, this size, and smaller, but these big ones that end up weighing like the 100 and some gram ones, I may just leave those behind, which would basically be This one, that one, that big carp looking one, the bigger, this guy here, this guy's like a monster. Yeah, this is like 118, 115 or something like that, close to 120 grams. So those bigger ones are probably going to be out. And this dude here also, but like, so these will be the bigger. Like this guy actually is only 50. What does he weigh? It says he weighs 70 something with those things on it, so he's actually not a lot. That thing just, they look way, when you first look at them, they look huge and heavy, but they feel very light for as big as they are. So yeah, we got a plan. Take the, that'll be the biggest looking one, but then like this size, which is very close on overall profile, just this one's way more of a presence, disturbance through the water, I'm sure. Down to these little dudes. Do some little swim baiting in the morning and then maybe in the afternoon, I don't know for sure, throughout the whole weekend. Got a 3-day weekend. It's a possibility I get comfortable enough, I may break out like on a, you know, Sunday or Monday. I may decide I want to throw one of these other ones to try the heavier ones, even though I've got 20, because a lot of guys throw these big baits on 20-pound test. So, I mean, I know I can do it. Do I want to do it? So hopefully you guys like this unboxing. So Jay said he's got about 15 of the bigger swim baits and is impressed with the swimming pool performance anyway. Jay says for around him, the bluegill one looks best for him swimming around. Well, I think I like this one, looks good. I don't know, these, I just have a feeling one of these, I mean, they all look cool. These look cool. This one still has that, in my waters around here, the way I've ended up getting a bass grabs another bass trying to do something. Any one of these could, who knows what, stand out, but of course, don't forget, oh my god, this box. I still got these, that dude right there, this little kind of wake dude here. Got a bunch of options now, not to mention all the different MegaBass ones. We've even got this little dude. I don't know if I'm even going to get to throw all of the little ones in for like tomorrow. I'm going to go out. I'm going to be throwing some, but I'm not going to like spend, you know, I'm going to catch fish is the main plan tomorrow for sure. And then as the weekend unfolds, I don't know if I get to a certain point, I may sit and spend a couple hours actually just throwing them, seeing how they work. Maybe if I'll go to if I can find a clear enough place, the water's clear enough, and watch and see how they work and all that kind of stuff. Because when I start out in the morning, I'm not even know for sure what the water clarity is yet. I won't be able to see the baits working a ton, so I'm going to try to run the ones that are run shallower where I can kind of pay attention to what's going on before I get used to the cadence and what all they need to run. But then my main goal over the weekend is to get the majority of the baits figured out. And so I think if I figure out how and what I like these, then the bigger ones will translate, and you just gotta, you know, get a timing down, because a bigger bait should have a little bit bigger glide and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, bunch of stuff to mess with. I've already got another $150 worth of stuff that I might order that are different than these swim baits. But we're going to just kind of see our trial thing, because I'll be honest, there's a possibility that anything bigger than this dude may suck around my waters. Shouldn't. A big whopper plopper gets some fish, but a whopper plopper is kind of all by itself. And yeah, I've also got another order I'm about ready to make. I think I'm going to get the big whopper plopper, the 190, the big one, since we're messing with bigger baits. But it'll be in a perch color. And I may get the other Tackle Warehouse bluegill to go against the Chapo bluegilly perchy color that I got to start doing shootouts. I don't know if that's supposed to slide or not. Got a screw going all the way through. I'll be curious, and I'll also try to get majority of the, at some point, out for sure in the water and see. There's a possibility, because I've heard tales of some of these newer swim baits can just take on water like right out of the package within the first few casts. So be curious to see how the AliExpress ones do. Now so far every one I've had, there's been no issue. I haven't noticed water taking on any of the ones we've already had, mainly those MegaBass knockoff ones, but all of those have been fine so far. Of course, our S waiver. And I guess for some of you who are like totally new to this, but you kind of have a concept maybe of what the S waiver size is. The 168, I should get it out, I guess. So the S waiver 168, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. That looks very small now, because it is about the size of those smaller, not the smallest, there's the smallest of the, like the, I don't even know which one of these would be the tiny class, probably more like this one. I think that's smaller than anything DRT makes. But then our bass that we're going to try is about like the 168, but like a huge, bigger body. And then, so then these little bitty Strike King ones, they're about as big, but they're a lot shorter. And then the bluegill ones, that bluegill one isn't far from it. Then that bigger, what is it, the big bluegill? The big bluegill definitely has a bigger, makes that S waiver look small. And of course the Joker deal here is only, you know, the tail is, if you go by the bodies itself isn't much bigger, but is a huge, totally different like presence, I'm sure, in the water than like these big guys. That's probably more like an S waiver 200, I would guess. Something like that. I guess maybe it's a copy of one. They look very, they have the same kind of genetics. And that dude, quite a bit bigger of a bait. And then the bigger, I guess this is about the K9 size. Definitely a way bigger bait. So the small ones, so like the next size down is even, makes that dude look small. And then yeah, I think there's the size that, so there's actually, I'm gonna show, I think there's 4 different sizes of that. Let me try to show you guys that. I think you can get 4 different sizes of these. You got the real big one up top. He's bigger than that one. That one is bigger than that one. And then this little one is smaller than all of them. So there's like 4 different sizes of these Clash 9 or TK Tiny Clashes options from AliExpress. So I got a couple colors of the, yeah, I don't think that's, so yeah, I got the smallest one in that color, and then the next size up in that color. And so I guess the color I got the or the size I got the most of is that like size up from the smallest. There's 2 sizes that are bigger than it, and I only got one in, I think, that size, a couple, well, accidentally 3 in the big size. I meant to just get this and that crazy colored one in the biggest size. So or no wait, I ended up getting this one. Yeah, that's the one I've got the most faith in. The bass colored one. Hopefully doesn't let me down. Alright guys, I gotta wrap this up. I gotta get all this stuff that I do plan on trying to throw anyway into something to where I can get them hauled around. Because we're gonna need a bigger tackle box. None of this stuff will fit in what I got. But hopefully you guys liked it. 20-pound to go. Yeah, I mean, I could try. I don't know. I got enough little ones. I know if I get out there and get frustrated in a hurry, I'm liable to throw off. I'm liable to throw off some of these smaller ones, let alone the big ones. The big white dog. Are you talking about this one? I like both these colors. Now, see, this one's just white. I don't know if that color, you can't really see it on camera. It kind of has that kind of crappie hue, like it's kind of not really bone, more like it's hard to explain, almost like a hint of a chartreusey yellow, but it's so light. And it's not on top. Top's more like just a off-white, kind of translucent. That should work. And then this one, that purple going through it, I think you guys can see it a little bit. It looks like way more in person, just the way the light hits that purple. That color looks good. This one though looks pretty good too. To me, I don't know. We'll have to see what the fish think. But I think first thing in the morning, I'm going to try both of these colors. I'm going to start with this one, try this one briefly, and then go to probably one of these guys, also be trying it along. Because I think these, that's another thing. These guys are going on the Tequila Baccarat and some of the other ones, but like these smaller guys, like this bigger one, and then anything bigger, Tequila Baccarat probably, but I think these mid, that the size I bought the most of, I actually think the Super Destroyer will throw them no problem. I think that'll fling them out there no issues. Which is this dude. What does he weigh? So like this size. That size right there, which is about, hey, because I was throwing S-Waver 168 is a little bit smaller, I mean, but they're not far off in weight. But I think this dude, ay. Oh yeah, this is a light. Well, I can't get a true weight, but my guesstimates are, let's see, like 55 grams. So yeah, no problem. We'll fling him. We'll fling him. I can't believe I only got one in that size. I think I only have one bait in that size. That's smaller. Oh wait, that's the same size, isn't it? Ah! Okay, yeah, so that dude, is that the same size? Maybe that's I don't know. We'll figure it out. I got too much stuff going on. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, Joker knockoff one. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Get out, go bass and bonsai, whatever you do, stay tuned and see what kind of chaos ensues with me having all of these swim baits, right? We are deep in it now. Deep. Deep. See you later.